Myles Daniel Morrison, Myles Morrison. My friends thought I was funny, so I thought I'd give it a shot and see how it went. And I opened up for one of my favorite comics, Des Reed, and he brought me out and said I did a good job and encouraged me to keep going with it. So, you know, see where it goes from there. Okay.
All right. Okay, give it to me.
All right. Well, I knew I had to do this comedy tournament, so I thought I was gonna get prepared. I was gonna get a really good sleep last night, and I had a really good sleep last night. In fact, I slept like a baby. And when I say I slept like a baby, I don't mean I woke up every hour and cried until my girlfriend had to bottle feed me and then pooped in my pajamas. I don't mean like that. But I woke up this morning and I thought, yeah, I gotta do this thing tonight. So what am I gonna tell everybody?
Yeah, well, from the start of his audition, that's why we've been doing just a couple minutes, and I said, do another one. Do another one. I was just gonna keep going until he said, that's all I have, because I wanted to see every bit he had.
We're driving down the street, gorgeous blonde girl. She's got long blonde flowing hair. She's got a tight little body. She's doing the runway model walk, like, that's why I'm not a runway model.
All right, okay. Here's the thing with the crowd tonight. Mm-hmm. This is a church crowd.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of stuff in there that you just can't do tonight.
Oh, really?
Because what's going to happen is, you know, it's fine, but what's going to happen is you'll freeze up the crowd. When you describe this girl, you can say she's gorgeous and all this stuff, but when you start getting that specific, that she's got a tight body, it's
Fair
you know, I mean, it makes them go, well, that's lust. I think that's, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I mean, I wouldn't do the Fruit of the Loom for a crowd like this.
No?
No.
Darn it. I've changed that joke about 4 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, to make it to work for this?
Yeah,
or what?
I was trying to, but...
Well, he just doesn't know this crowd. I think, you know what, he's clean by world comedy standards and even corporate clean. It's like, yeah, he's real clean. But by church standards, that stuff's not clean enough, so... We'll do it, but just we'll figure out something before then.
Okay.
We'll think of something. We'll both come up with something.
Sure.
But yeah, just make those changes and don't say tight body. Don't say girlfriend.
Fair enough.
Don't say foobar. And we should be fine.
Okay.
I want to be cute, Paul. My wife says no. I want it shaved, and I want it shaved every day.
Yeah.
I want it just tight. I want more hair on my kneecap than on my head. That's the way I see it.
Leland. Are y'all ready for the Leland Duff Comedy Show?
Let me explain it to you quickly. What we do is this is a reality TV show. We're going from place to place. It's a 20-city cross-Canada tour, and we're going from community to community across Canada, looking for Christian comedians, looking for funny guys. And what we do is at every stop we pick up somebody, and basically in the end you get your own. Well, they don't get anything, but don't tell them because they don't know. They think there's some big prize. But so I'm excited because you're Saskatoon. There was actually 3 that auditioned from Saskatoon here today. Well, 3 that were supposed to, and 2 chickened out. So the same thing happened in Edmonton. 2 chickened out. I don't know if maybe I'm getting prank calls for the audition. I don't know. Anyway, the man that did come and do some stuff, he's very funny. I got to see the audition there, and I think you guys are going to love him. He's already been doing some comedy out here. Very funny man. Put your hands together for Saskatoon's own Myles Morrison.
I'm pretty excited for this show tonight. I wanted to get ready, so I wanted to get prepared. I got a really good sleep last night, and I had a really good sleep. I slept like a baby last night. When I say I slept like a baby, I don't mean I woke up every hour and cried until my mom had to bottle feed me and then pooped in my pajamas. I don't mean like that.
So, I mean, I gave him some, I thought he did a great job, though. You know, he went out and he said, okay, I'll make those changes. He made those changes, went out and just did a great job.
But I got a good sleep, and I woke up early this morning, and I thought, geez, you know, I got to talk in front of all you guys tonight. What am I going to tell you about? And I thought, well, I do have one story. And I just, I don't know if I should tell it or not, because I promised my buddy I wouldn't, because it's embarrassing for everyone involved. But I thought, you know what, tonight I'm going to spill the beans. Then I'm going to tell the joke, and I'm going to clean up the beans I spilled. So here goes. Me and my buddy are driving down the street, and we see this very attractive girl on the side of the road. We've got Led Zeppelin cranked up. We're those guys. We're cruising down the street, and we're looking at this girl, and she's very, very attractive, and she's got long blonde flowing hair. She's doing the runway model walk, and that's why I'm not a runway model. So we're checking her out, and we're gonna slow down. We're gonna roll down the window because we're smart guys. We're gonna yell at her, and that's what smart guys do, right? You're hot. Oh, good thing we told her. Yeah, she needed to know that. And so we turn, and we're slowing down. We roll down the window. We're just about to turn and yell at her. We look. It's a long blonde-haired 18-year-old guy. Oh, brutal. It went not too bad. Felt pretty comfortable out there. I had a little bit of butterflies beforehand, but I don't know, nothing I couldn't handle. What is going on there? And you never see toothpaste that's recommended by 1 out of 10 dentists. So what is he recommending? You know? What is he cooking up his own home batch of toothpaste in his basement? A little toothpaste still? Like, you go, oh, Mr. Dentist, what do you recommend I brush my teeth with? Oh, here, shh. Try some of this. Yeah, brush your teeth with that. Let me know if it makes you go blind. And then try some of these. They'll make you sleep like a baby. That's my time, guys. Thanks. My favorite part of being up there is actually walking off the stage. And when Leland goes, everybody give it up for Myles Morrison, and everyone's clapping as you're walking away. That's the best feeling.
I feel good we had chicken tonight, so I feel refreshed. And I had a rock star energy drink because I'm a rock star. I just got engaged to a girl from South America in December. And yay for me, who cares about the tournament? I'm getting married. Let's get some celebration going. Because when we first met, she was a student. And I met her in America. She came to our country. When we first met, she didn't speak a lot of English. I think that's why we're so in love. I'm just trying to go in a whole different direction and stuff that has not been ever done before. So I go over to South America. I had to get an interpreter and somebody to show me around because me in South America is scary. By myself, I can get robbed because I'm too trusting. I'd show up and be like, hola, where we going, in the van? Awesome. Dude, what's up with the pillowcase? I gotta wear this? 2 blindfolds? That's weird. What'd you say, you're loco? Oh, so you live in the neighborhood. Sure. Sure. So that's kind of the angle I'm trying to do and keep my energy high still, but hone it and control it, maybe interact with the crowd a little bit more. I wanted to keep it tight. I didn't want to get caught up in a conversation with the crowd. You only have 7 minutes. I want to try to do as many different jokes so when you guys go to editing, I look good and you have more to show the people so I'm not just keep doing the same jokes every night. One thing I noticed when I was in South America is that I'd never been in warm weather in December, and I was watching the kids play and they would run out of the house and start bouncing a ball. Now, if you grew up in the north like we do in cold weather, you couldn't just come out of the house and bounce a ball. You had to get ready. And that took time. Especially if you had a mother who cared about you so much that she had to put every layer of clothing that you had on in the house. I don't know if you remember the 30-foot scarf, but I used to hate that. Just wrapping it around my head. Just hold still! Keep out the cold air. It's keeping out the air, mother. I can't breathe. I'm not making this up. My mom one time made me wear 2 snowsuits. 2. You can't even walk in one, but 2. Do you know what one sounds like when you walk? It's like shh, 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 shh. 2 will make you go deaf. Shh. 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 I'm not even moving. Shh. I'm like a bad dream. I just don't go away. You know, I'm like almost like a nightmare. Like you remember it in the morning. Like if you don't like me, it doesn't matter. You'll still remember me. I'm like, they called us, they said I had a learning disability, so they called us LD. We didn't know what that stood for. We thought that was like a gang or something. Like, LD, break yourself, fool! Give me all your lunch money. It was something bright and shiny. What is this, a sign? That is so cool. And it was fun, and the reaction of people coming up afterwards, like they love it, they love the movements, they love the energy, and they like it's different. They've never seen anything like it, and that's the feedback I've always wanted.
I'm a controlled explosion. When I hit the stage, I own it. That's mine. Let me move this. I don't want to block anyone's view of me. I'm big. I know it. Not like it's an issue. It's not like I woke up this morning and went, oh my Lord, I'm swollen. Okay? One bit will be removed after I talked to Leland about it. We're going to drop one of the bits because it's close to another comedian, what they do. And I don't want to be considered hack. I don't want to be considered like I stole something. So I'm going to do my 2 original bits that no one's ever seen, and then I'm going to use some new material. I'm going to talk about myself and do some of my big material. One good thing about it, though, I have picked up a corporate sponsor, and I'm very proud of that. I just signed a contract with the American Heart Association. And, no, really, I get to go around to schools and to events, and I get to tell kids, you got to eat right and you got to exercise. Because if you don't...
Will stepped up today and made it a real contest.
If you get a heat rash, let me tell you, from a big guy's point of view, there's very few things you can do. You can grease it. If you do, though, things are slipping and sliding all around, and that's wrong. That's wrong. Please don't picture that, man. Thank you. That's so wrong. There's not really anything else. You powder it, but if you powder it every time you sit down, it's like you're doing magic. It goes. Oh, he's doing magic. I felt very comfortable talking to the crowd, and they were laughing. They were enjoying themselves. I feel like I was hitting my stride. There are 3 things you need to follow if you're looking for a spouse. Number 1, you need to marry a Christian. Amen? You need to marry a Christian because if you have God as your bottom denominator, when things go bad, is that my wife? I was extremely happy with what it was, and I give them time to laugh and enjoy themselves. I did my job. Number 2, you should marry your best friend. Marry your best friend in the world, the one you want to spend time with, the one you want to laugh with, the one you want to cry with. My wife is my best friend. Okay? And number 3, I think this is just as important as the other 2. You need to look for a big person. It's biblical. No. In the Old Testament, the Bible very clearly says, do not seek out a medium.
I thought they both had a great set tonight. I thought both Joey and Will had great sets. We got a race. We got a horse race. 2-man horse race.
I'm having fun. Leland's not, but I am.
You've had a job that just sucks the life out of you, though? Just drains you of everything you've had? I used to have a job like that. I used to be a blood donor, and I don't recommend it.
I mean, that guy is doing it. I mean, I have my own show back in Minnesota, and to watch him drive and then MC and then produce this thing, and the guy is amazing. I mean, this is, he's flipped out a couple times and he slammed things, and I thought he was going to shoot me at one point, but there's no guns in Canada, so I didn't die, which is great. If it would have been America, I'd have been shot a long time ago. I talk too much, and he's told me that many times. Shut up! I've heard those stories already. That's what he says.
You guys are done laughing quick. That's what I noticed. You're good laughers, but you're done quick. Yeah. You work together as a team. It's changed since the beginning of the show. Beginning of the show, we were like, I'm not clapping if he is. Now you're like, are we going to stop? Stop. Today was a great day. Today was a day that we needed, I don't know, 8 shows ago. No, I was happy with today. I mean, turnout's pretty good. It was smooth. The church really stepped in and said, okay, we'll take ownership of this thing. And I thought it was a great night. Good job tonight, man. That was great. You know what's good is that you can take something, be a little versatile with it. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna throw you right before you go on. I mean, it's kind of hard, but you did a great job of it. He only does have the 6 minutes, so yeah, he won't be going on with us just because of that. I think he's still just a little young, and maybe this isn't his crowd. But yeah, we'll shut her down right here for you. But appreciate it, man. Yeah. Appreciate you coming out, and you're funny. Yeah.
All right.
See you in another year or so. Headlining Yucks or something, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Yeah, we got another long drive tomorrow, and here's the thing. I thought this was the big issue. Oh no, we got a problem. Oh, now it's my throat. So I hopefully that means that either the zits will go away or something will happen differently, because my throat is now a real concern.
The most interesting thing about Leland on this trip is when he drives, because we'll be in the car and he's supposed to be looking straight ahead, but he's like, hey, how you guys doing back there, okay? Hey, you know, tonight when we do the show, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, here comes a semi.
Here's the thing that's happening with this show, and I have a concept, or we're discussing with the director. Hey, this is the area we're going to go, and this is the stuff we're going to focus in on. And yet we get something like today in the van where Will just starts sharing his testimony.
We were going to church, and my father became a pastor when I was like 16, right around there. And he was he had a nice church. He was making a lot of money. He was doing to success to the world and to the church world. He looked like he was a great success. Outside people would say, "Oh, look, they're Christians," but when you look at them, it's like, man, okay, you can look at an apple from the outside and say, man, look, there's an apple, and cut it open and there's worms on the inside, and you can't see that. My mom took physical abuse for 30-some years.
She could beat?
Beat.
Oh my goodness.
Beat, broken ribs.
And then she'd go to church after that?
Oh, every day. As a child growing up, it was you meet your dad's standards or you were going to get beat. You were going to get a whooping, or you were going to get hurt.
And so I think the show is going to be a certain way. And then I kind of realized, I was thinking about this today, I was praying a little bit about this, and I was like, I think God wants to do something different with it. Yeah, I think the core is still there, but I think God's wanting to share it to people in a completely different way than I thought we would with this show.
Here I'm seeing my dad act in church one way, out of church another way, right?
Right.
Then my mom, watching my mom day in and day out. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my mom, man, I'm telling you what, she was just a rock. Right. She never faltered. My dad was a bigot. Right. Everything was. It was somebody's color or it was somebody's race, and they're always keeping us down because they want to get ahead. And always bad mouthing. And I remember one time I quoted a statement that he made at school, and I almost got thrown out of school because I bad mouthed the Jews. And I quoted my father the way I thought you were supposed to be. If I went to school, man, I was foul mouthed. I was a punk. I would just as soon punch you in the face as I would have listened to you. My mom and dad went through a divorce, and when my dad started running around with one of the women in the church, and that was the last straw. I quit going to church. I was done.
And his heart is awesome. I mean, his testimony is amazing. We were in the van today, and this guy opened up his heart, and he told me his story, and it blew me away.
Fast forward through my life, I went through a marriage and a nasty divorce, and I was married for 14 months. My life fell apart. I thought I married the girl of my dreams, and instead of wedding bells I was hearing, I should have heard warning sirens, but I didn't listen. And I thought, this is what it's going to be, and I'm going to be happy the rest of my life. And I still couldn't please anybody. And but that whole time I was like, okay, I'm done with church. I hate church. I'm out. I'm done. I quit it. I don't want to see religious people because preachers want your money. Right. Preachers, I don't trust them. I was a preacher's kid that saw the bad side of when you try to show the light on the cross, there's a shadow that's cast. And I was in the shadow and I was getting beat.
How have you overcome that? What
happened was, I said I was done. And my mom, the faithful woman of God she was,
never missed a Sunday going to church. She didn't go to the church where my dad was preaching, but she went to a little Nazarene church that believed in forgiveness and believed in redemption and believed that there was a God bigger than all of this. And my mom says, she's like, please don't give up on God. Please don't give up on God. Please just go to church. And I said, Mom, I'll make you this deal. If you shut up and don't ever ask me to go to church again, I promise you I will go back to church one more time. Man, they were singing and they were praising and they were talking about forgiveness, and all these people were giving their testimonies. Man, I was hating them. I was like, man, you guys just need to shut up, because that's not the God I know. That's not, yeah, you're forgiven and you did, yeah, but you don't know. You don't know nothing. You know, you don't know. And then all of a sudden, I felt like God said, no, you don't know. I sat there, man, God started dealing with my heart. And I said, God, I can't do this. I don't know what love is. I don't know what love is. I've been married, I've been a kid. I don't know what unconditional love is. I don't get it. And he said, come on home, kid. Come on home, Will. Come home. And I got up a different man. I got up a man who had been forgiven with a lot of scars that weren't scabs. They were healed. They were wounds, they were battle marks. But I was a man who got up that was forgiven, and I told my mom, and I changed my life. Because God, the God that I serve, the God that I love, is a God of restoration. And he is a God that allows people to pick up broken lives, put them back together, and then move on. That's who the God that I serve, that's who I love. But there are people that are hurting. And my ministry is to go out and share the joy of the Lord in my own crazy, kooky, ADD, overweight, sleep apnea, garbage truck driving way.
And then he says to us, I've never really shared this. And it's powerful, and it's like I'm driving, you know.
You've never shared it before, so this is like the first time you've shared it with really anybody that doesn't really know you?
Well, between you and
the world,
all of you.
It's not about this contest. It's not that. If I win, great. And I mean, I know it sounds thing, but it's God's will. And these people, and I love what I do. I really love what I do. And I'm here because that's what I want to do, is I want to please God. And when I get to heaven, I want people to say, you know, that guy made me laugh and made me think. And if he's got Jesus and he's got joy, then that's what I want.
he asked me in an interview, you think you've been giving your all? Yeah, I'm like moving my neck a lot more than I usually do.
See this twitch? Yes, I'm giving my all.
Look.
You can't, it doesn't matter. It's comedy. You can't call in sick. You know what I mean? So if I get sicker, I just get on stage with a pail. I'll call Stephen Leslie back up. Hey man, can I borrow that pail? And the yellow gloves? I gotta perform.